I have listened to the people. I'm going to give y'all the Prison Pimp Big Red full story right now. Part 1, Part 2, and Part 3. This is the full video. Hit that like button. Let's get to it.
Oh shit, here we go again.
Last year, I told y'all a story about this pimp named Big Red. Long story short, Big Red was in there pimping other dudes, and his due justice ended up coming in the form of him ended up pimping out his own blood son, and he had intercourse with his own son, and it messed him up. Well, this is the updated version of that story because I left a lot of stuff out of it, and I'm about to tell it all. So y'all sit back, relax, and we about to get to it. Now, Donta was in his cell. When I peeked out my cell, because every Tuesday we get a new shipment of cats coming in a pod, okay? So I peeked my head out the cell to make sure none of my enemies, excuse me, I had to make sure none of my enemies was coming in the cell, were coming in the pod. So I peeked my head out there, checking everybody out. It was about 4 cats that came in there. So I see this younger black dude, he come in there, and I'm like, oh, okay, I ain't see nothing special about him or nothing. But I seen Big Red. He was over there by the control booth looking right at the young cat. So I just put 2 and 2 together, and I said, oh, Big Red got another one. So Big Red pimp over there to him instantly and was like, hey, what's up, young blood? You know what cell you going to? He like, yeah, I know what cell I'm going to. He said, well, let me get your stuff. Let me help you and bring your, take your stuff to your cell. So he like, okay, cool, OG. Let me tell y'all something. Number 1, off the rip. If a man approach you in prison on your first day and trying to help you, be careful. Be very careful, because he might try to do what Big Red is about to do to him. Now, I get it also. If you're part of a gang or organization, yes, they will approach you and bring you home and teach you how to do things. So that's cool. But if you ain't a part of no organization and this random man come to you being extra friendly, understand that he wants something. And well, let's get back to the story. So he like, okay, so this your cell right here and this and that. He like, yeah, okay. So he telling him like, listen, I'm going to protect you up in here because you look like you're young. How old are you? Oh, I'm 18. You 18? Oh, okay. What you in here for? Man, I robbed somebody and man, they gave me 10 years. Oh, you got 10 years? Yeah, I got 10 years. Okay. Well, do you got any family that's going to be helping you out on your books, give you commissary or whatever? He like, I mean, my mama, but she gets Social Security, and it's like I know she ain't gonna be able to help me out. So Big Red go like, you know what? I got you. I'm gonna look out for you. You with me, homeboy. He like, okay, cool, bet. So Big Red like, hold on 1 second. So Big Red go back to his cell, and he go get him some commissary. He get him couple packs of ramen noodles, a couple Mountain Dews, a couple Kit Kats, Sneakers, Honey Buns, the whole works. So he go back to the dude's cell, he give it to him like, here, man, you can hold that down. Dude like, oh man, thanks man, that's real. That's real love. Big Red like, yeah man, don't worry about it, man. Like I said, I got you up in here. I got you. So now Big Red like, okay, so I'm gonna let you know about me, okay? I'm not no cat that live an alternative lifestyle. Due to YouTube laws and regulations, Donta gotta choose his words carefully because y'all know that community be coming for my head all the time. So I have to say alternative living lifestyle. So Big Red says, I'm not living no alternative lifestyle, but I do manage other cats in here that is living that way. So if anybody try to step to you and try to tell you like, oh, stay away from Big Red because he ain't no good, he gonna try to turn you out and pimp you out, listen, I'm not. Them dudes that run with me, they want to be pimped out. Them dudes that run with me, I protect them. And it ain't like what me and you got going on. It's basically, I see you a young cat, you new to the system. It's cats in here that's gonna try to take advantage of you, but Big Red ain't gonna let that happen. Yeah, I bet you Big Red ain't gonna let that happen, because Big Red is doing exactly what he trying to tell him not to do or prevent him from dealing with. But Big Red is a predator. So he like, okay, OG, okay, cool. So Big Red is telling him like, yo, so we get up at this time. We go, if you go to programs, you know, you can get your time knocked down. If you get, do you got your high school diploma? No, I ain't got my high school diploma. Okay, well, check this out. You need to sign up for your GED classes. Get some anger management classes, you know, get into all these programs so that way they can start knocking down your time. So even if like what you got 10 years, okay, so you'll be eligible for parole in 3 years, okay, because he showed him his paperwork. So his minimum that he had to must do, period, is 3 years, but he got 10 over his head. So he said, okay, it'll look good in front of the parole board if you got your GED and all these programs and classes. So, you know, just when you talk to your counselor, everything will be good. So dude like, all right, bet, cool, man. Now, over the next 2 or 3 weeks, Big Red ain't really pressing him for, let's say, acts. Y'all know what I mean. We not about to play no military mind games. He not pressing him on that tip because he already got 4 boys already. And if you don't know what a boy is, it is a man that has turned to the alternative lifestyle of living in prison. So he already got 4 of them. Now, Big Red program was cold. How he used to program with these 4 boys, when they go to the lunch hall, right? When they go to the chow hall, all 4 of the boys must walk in front of him. Okay, they can't look to their left, they can't look to their right. It was like he ran a tight ship, like he was an army commando or whatever. His philosophy was like, if any other man try to look at y'all or talk to y'all, you do not talk to them or look. Matter of fact, when we are in the presence of a man, y'all look down to the ground. He was really pimping these cats. He's like, y'all look down to the ground. Okay, y'all, if anybody, and everybody know how Big Red was in their programming, if anybody had an issue with one of his boys, we can't argue with them. Okay, we had to come to Big Red and settle our grievances, right? Because that's just how Big Red was running this ship. So he noticed that, well, all of us noticed that, okay, so Big Red will have him like on his side. And keep in mind, before everybody get away, this is Big Red's son, but he don't know it. Big Red don't know it, okay? Because when Big Red got sent to prison, his son, okay, so Big Red was a pimp also outside in the real world, okay? And one of his girls that, you know, that was working for him ended up getting pregnant by him when he got locked up. So he don't know that he have any kids out here, okay? So let's keep that all in mind. Now, remember, y'all told y'all this is an updated story. So now we notice that the young fella that's with him now, which is his son, is walking side by side with Big Red while the 4 boys is in front, right? So I'm looking and I'm like, yeah, he grooming them. He grooming them. That's all that is. Now, we're going to say like maybe a month go by and Big Red is hitting them off. Big Red is breaking dude off. I'm talking about he giving him annihilators. He giving him all types of big bag of commissary. He making sure that his hygiene right, giving him deodorants, toothpaste, toothbrushes, all that. Dude living good. So Big Red, now this is where the military mind games start. Big Red like, hey, used to move in my cell. And a little fella like, yeah, I should. You know, we gelling together good. You know, you like a father figure to me. Yeah, like a father figure to me. So yeah, I should move into your cell, right? So Big Red tell him, okay, here's a slip. Go fill it out and ask that you want the cell change. And he like, okay, cool. And you know and say you want to move in here with me, and I'm gonna sign off on it. So he do that. They change the cell in 3 days. Now this is where the story is about to turn crazy, wicked, right? So now, dude in the cell. He in the cell with Big Red, right? Big Red on the first night, when the lights come off, Big Red like, hey, listen. Now, dude at the top, Big Red at the bottom. He like, hey, young blood, I need to talk to you about something. He like, what's up? What's up, Red? He like, hey, haven't I been taking care of you, like making sure you eat good in here and, you know, making sure nobody cause you no type of harm? He like, yeah, OG, why? What's up? What's going on? He like, man, I got a problem. He like, what type of problem you got? He like, man, bro, I just got a, never mind. He like, no, what is it? Nah, he done poked his head over, talking to Red while Red laying on his back. He like, man, you remember like the 4 boys that you know that I got out here working for me? He like, yeah. He like, man, bro, man, I owe somebody something, and never mind. He like, what is it? He like, man, okay, so one of the boys end up contracting something, and you know, none of the other inmates want to mess with the rest of my boys because they think they gonna catch something. And I got like this crazy massive debt that I gotta pay, and the person that I owe this debt to, you know, he like a real heavy hitter up in here, and I really don't feel like, I mean, I can go to war with this dude, but it just gonna mess up a lot, and I can't put none of my boys, you know, to go satisfy that debt. So I was wondering, like, man, could you go handle that for me? So at this point in time, y'all, dude, like, what you mean go handle that for you? He like, man, I'm just saying, just look, like I said, ain't nobody in here, you know, gay. No, nobody up in here gay except for my boys. But you know, I need for you to go like tomorrow to go in this certain cell and, you know, just do whatever this dude tell you to do. And he like, but that is gay. He remember, y'all, check this out. Dude is 18 years old. This is what I tell y'all about the military mind games. You know what he asking you to do. You know it ain't right. But because he was feeding you, well, let me not jump ahead. So he like, no, man, I don't want to do that, man. That is gay. He like, Red, sit up. He like, man, jump down here, man. Let me talk to you, man. Come on, I ain't even mad. Just jump down here. Let me talk to you. So dude get off the bunk and he sit right there on the desk. He like, listen, man, haven't I been taking care of you? Haven't I protect you up in here? Haven't I showed you the ropes in here? Why you think nobody ever stepped to you? Because of me. Why you think that you never went hungry up in here? Because of me. And I just asked you to do this simple thing. And listen, I've been in here for so long, man. I know how this prison stuff go. See, you still a kid. You don't know that it's men out here that won't even ask you. They'll just sock you out and take you, man. And I'm out here sticking my neck out and you can't do this for me? Come on, bro. You really gonna do me like that? I've been taking, he like, man, I'm saying OG, but man, I can't do that. I'm not gay. He like, oh, Big Red, like, listen, man, I done told you already. Ain't nobody in here gay, man. Nobody. What I'm asking you to do is just a favor for a favor, man. Everybody do it all the time, man. So, dude, he just Big Red wearing them down mentally. He just keep asking them and switching words up, playing these military mind games on him. So then dude finally give in. He like, all right, man, listen. Well, what you want me to do? What I gotta do? So Big Red, and due to, YouTube laws and regulations, I'm not gonna say it. But Big Red told him, like, you need to go on the cell and, just do everything that he asked you to do. And he like, man, but I'm not gay. He said, man, stop saying that. It's not about that. He said, matter of fact, let's practice on each other. Now listen, y'all, I'm not going to describe what happened, but what I'm going to tell y'all is this. Big Red and Lil Fella, we're going to call him Lil Fella, end up becoming intimate. They end up doing it. All right. Like going all the way doing it. So Big Red used, now pay attention, y'all, for you cats that's young that might end up in prison, understanding the military mind games and the manipulation tactics that is at play right now. Big Red been locked up for years. Okay. You see Big Red with cats that live in an alternative lifestyle and he pimping them. You know that for a fact, right? Big Red is giving you all type of Doritos, Funyuns, honey buns, hygiene, everything, and he ain't asking for nothing, right? And then when he finally asks you for something, it's a sexual favor to go do something. So now he got you. So now you came in here straight, and now your mind is twisted and bent because now you feel like you owe Big Red something. You owe Big Red something because he been holding you down. So this is the military mind games that I tell y'all about. And when people say, oh, yeah, it ain't no more booty bandits out here. That, yeah. There's a lot. Yeah, that's true. But it's not true. It still happens when dudes knock you out and take it. But this is the play that happens. They get you in debt. They know that you are very impressionable. You don't know nothing about this world. You don't know that the rules that apply in the penitentiary do not apply out in the real world. So when you are in a situation where a man such as Big Red, number one, he was a pimp out there in the streets. So he got the gift of gab. He know how to talk. He can talk. Right? And then he show you all this love and all this and that. And then in the end, he manipulate you and you just sweet words and calm voice. Yeah. And then he trick you out of your butt. And now you doing it now that happened and you feel like, oh, I just gave up my manhood now. So now you gonna just what are you not gonna do now? You already did the ultimate sacrifice to yourself. So now when the doors pop and Big Red go holler at the dude that he owe something to and send you down there, what are you gonna do? You gonna go down there and it's just gonna get real crazy for you. So anyway, let's fast forward. So about 2 weeks after that, Big Red is steady sleeping with dude and pimping dude out, right? One day, Big Red is chilling in the day room and dude get on the phone talking to his mother. He telling her, she like, oh, how you been doing, baby? Because this is his first time talking to mama since he been locked up. Hey, hi, baby, how you been doing? Are you safe? Are you okay? Yeah, ma, I'm in here good. I'm good in here, ma. She like, okay, you safe? Yeah, ma, I'm good. Everything cool, ma. Okay. Hey, ma, there's a guy in here that, that been protecting me and holding me down. He done showed me the works. He done showed me, how to live in prison. He like a father figure in here to me. And she like, oh, okay. And he like, man, matter of fact, hold on. I'm gonna let you talk to him. Okay. Hey, Red, Big Red. Hey, this my mom's, man. Hey, come say hi to her. All right. Here she go. Big Red, get on the phone. Hello? Yeah. Where you from? Yeah, that's what they called me back in the day. Oh, that's you. Oh. Yeah, I remember. Oh, yeah, I remember you. How you been doing, girl? Okay. Okay. Oh. Huh. What? Whoa, 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 what? Huh? What? You what? No, 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 no. Red dropped the phone and stormed off. Dude, hey, we grabbed the phone like, Ma, what happened? What happened? Let me tell y'all something. When Red got locked up, he got this woman pregnant. She was carrying his baby. He never met his son. Son 18 years old. He done twisted and tangled his son. He done penetrated his own flesh and blood and pimped his son out. Big Red is on the phone and I just hear him like, oh no. So I'm like, man, what the heck going on with Big Red? So I pop my head out the cell to make sure, when ain't no riot popping off. And I see him like by the phone and he like, no. And I'm like, did somebody like hit him with the sword of justice or something? Like, what's going on? So he dropped the phone and he just stormed off. And so his son, of what I know now, his son was like, what's up, Red? What's going on? What you say to my mom? And he like, man, hey, man, hey, get away from me, bro, get away from me. And everybody looking like, man, what the heck going on? Like, what did she say to him? Like, because at this point, y'all, we don't know what's going on at all. The only person that know what was said was Big Red and this woman on the other end. So I'm like, okay, I don't know why Red out there wilding out like that. So two of his punks come over there to his cell and they like sold to him. Now he like yelling at this point like, oh man, I can't believe this. And remember, his son is his cellmate also, but they won't let him in the cell. So at this time, one of the guards come over there like, yo, what's going on over here? And Red just wilding out. He like, man, get the F off my face, man. I need some time to think, man. Get away from me. So the guard like, hey, you need to calm down, escalating the situation. Now, the guard clearly seen that it wasn't no problem, wasn't no threat. He came over there to check on Red and see what the commotion was all about. He seen there wasn't nothing going on. But y'all know how these COs do it. They always want to escalate stuff. So they like, well, you need to calm down and we need to know what's going on and all this and that. And Red basically snapped on him and jumped up and started walking towards the CO while the two punks was holding him back. Like, nah, Red, don't do it, Red. Red, don't do it. And Red like, man, let me go. So the CO get on the walkie-talkie and get the call in the code and telling us to lock down. And Red trying to really get at this CO because I guess he taking his anger out on the CO because the CO wouldn't give him time to, go through what he was going through. He kept pushing the issue. Now Red trying to get at him. So the two punks, Red punks, like was holding him back. They like, please, Red, don't do this, Red, please don't do this. Don't do this, Red. And Red just, he calming down just a little bit. And dude still like his son, like, man, hey, Red, what happened? What's going on? Like, what did my mom say to you? Red just steady just hollering and hooting like, man, this is so messed up. Well, he didn't say messed up. He said, this is so effed up. That's what he was saying. But this YouTube and I can't really cuss like that. So he like, yeah, man, I can't believe this. This is so effed up, man. I can't believe this. So about 5 COs come in there and they, y'all know how they do it. They come in there with the all black on, with the steel toe boots, with the army fatigue stuff on. Y'all know how they do it. So they come in there, tell Red to cuff up and all this and that. And Red like, man, why I gotta cuff up and all this and that? I ain't even do nothing and all this. And they like, cuff up. We need to figure out what's going on. He's like, ain't nothing going on. Ain't nothing to figure out and all this and that. Right? So he eventually cuffed up and they let him out of there. Right? So we still on lockdown. So we like, man, what the heck going on? So we sending kites trying to see what happens. So the next day when we get off of lockdown, Red still ain't there. They done roll him up. Matter of fact, they moved all his stuff out. I guess they put him in solitary confinement and gonna move him to another part of the prison, whatever. So dude get on the phone with his mama. And boy, oh boy, this is where everything come out. So he get on the phone, he like, hey ma, what happened yesterday? You know, Red started wilding out. The mama was like, hey, let me ask you a question. You know, I never told you who your father was. He like, nah, yeah, you ain't never tell me. You never told me about my father. She was like, well, the guy that was on the phone, Red, that's your dad. He like, what? Yeah, that's your dad. That's your father. He like, ma, come on, man, stop playing. Stop playing. She like, no, that is your father. She like, well, I mean, you're in there, so now you'll be protected by him, you know. He'll have you back in there. Now you got somebody, you know, your father is in there. That's your father. He went to prison when I was born. When he got me pregnant. And he got sent to prison, so he never met you. But yeah, that's your father. He like, ma, please tell me that ain't true. That can't be true, ma. Tell me that ain't true. She like, yeah, well, why are you saying that though? Why you keep saying like that's a problem? He like, ma, please tell me that is not true. She said, yes, son, that it's true. Big Red is your father. So he said, hey, ma, I'm gonna call you back. She like, what's going on? He said, ma, let me just call you back. So he hang up the phone and he's sitting still by the phone. He kind of like slouched down on the brick wall where the phone is at. And he just got his hands in his face, like, you know, like covering up. So I'm looking at him. Another cat's looking like, man, what the heck is going on with, well, I mean, Red just wild out. Yesterday talking to this lady, he wild out. He done got put to the hole. Now his son, you know, what's up with this mama? Like, what is she saying to these dudes for them to, you know, doing what they doing? So one of the punks of Red come over there and said, you know, like, what's going on with you, man? What's going on? Why Red? Like, what did your mama say to Red or whatever? He was like, man, Red is my father, man. And the gay guy, the punk was like, what? He like, yeah, man, Red, man, he my father. The punk's like, what you mean? Like, your dad, like, that's your blood daddy? He like, yeah, man, Red my father, man. The punk was like, oh. So he like, yeah. Let me tell y'all something, right? I know this story is really, really hard to believe. I get it. I understand why y'all don't believe this story. But understand, this story is 100% real. I changed the names and I changed the location to protect the victim, which is Red's son. You see, I don't want to, when I tell these stories, y'all, of course, a lot of these stories sound like they heavily embellished or stressed out. But anybody that been to the penitentiary, y'all know it goes down. The version that I'm giving y'all is PG-13. There's no way in heck YouTube would allow me to tell y'all these stories in its whole entirety. They will take my butt off this platform. And this is what I do, y'all. I am an entertainer. I am a master storyteller. And I'm here to provide these stories to y'all. Now, y'all might don't like me. Y'all might don't even like how I pronounce my words and tell these stories. If you don't like the way I tell these stories and how I do it, you can always watch somebody else. You know, you ain't got to stick around. But for the people that do enjoy these stories, this is for y'all. Okay, take what you need to take from it. Especially these young cats out here that be out here committing crimes. Jail, prison is not fun. There ain't nothing fun about it. There's nothing in prison that nobody should want. Nothing there but a bunch of dudes. And it's crazy in there. So, like I said, there's a lot of demonic things that goes on in prison. Prison is like a world inside of a world. There ain't no rules. There ain't no laws. The inmates run it. There's a lot of military mind games that's going on in prison. A whole lot of them. Where there's a bunch of horny dudes that's trying to get with younger inmates and try to take advantage of them. We all heard that notion where cats would knock out a younger inmate and then take them, right? That don't go on really. I mean, it goes on still, but it's rare that happens now. You got cats out here where I tell y'all that's doing the slow con, like what Big Red did to his own son, which is wine and dine you and give you things that make you feel like they protecting you, and then a month or 2 or 3 go by and they start coming on to you and trying to tell you to do certain things where other people are with them. And if you say no, they try to guilt trip you and try to play military mind games of saying, like, I've been protecting you all this time and you just gonna not take care of me and all this and that. Who you think been protecting you all this time? And, you know, they try to guilt trip you to, you know, doing what they want to do to you. Right. And then you also got them cats that, you know, get you in debt. And they'll tell you like, yo, here go 3 honey buns and here go a couple summer sausages, you know, 5 items of commissary. And then you thinking they showing love to you. And then when it's commissary day, they say, yo, you got them 20 items. And you like, 20? You only let me get 5 items. Nah, man, this is my interest. And then he pull out that knife on you and like, yo, either you gonna give me, you know, these 20 items or you gonna have to give me something else. And that something else is, well, y'all know what this story all about. So don't ever think that you cannot be in this situation. Never understand this, man. Because you got to understand, you got convicts and you got jailbirds. Me, I'm going to be real, y'all. I was a jailbird. I wasn't no convict. I wasn't no convict. I was just cruising on through there. This was not my home. I was just a visitor. Okay? There's a difference between a convict and a jailbird. Me, I was a jailbird. I could not stay out of the county. I was always in and out for stupid stuff, but I was never a convict. Okay? So, again, y'all, if y'all was wondering, you know, how this whole thing went down, Big Red, like I said, he ended up getting transferred on the other side of the prison. He was in a hole for about a year for wilding out, and I guess he caught a couple of assault charges back there while he was in the hole. Because, I mean, I guess, the magnitude of what he did, you know, was weighing in on him. And, hey, it is what it is. He should have, hey, he was programming a certain way, and I guess his perversion caught up with him. All right, y'all, this is the 3rd and last installment of Prison Pimp Big Red. Now, to give y'all a quick recap, Big Red is a pimp that got locked up. And when he got locked up, he kept pimping up in prison. He ended up having at least 4 dudes in his stable. And a young guy comes in at the age of 18 And Big Red ended up sliding up on him. And, well, he ended up turning him out. Turns out that this 18-year-old guy that he just turned out is really his biological son. Talk about karma. Now, we about to get to the third installment. So now, Big Red gets sent to the hole because he wilding out. He done fought with the guards, and they done put him in a hole where he in a hole for 6 months. Now, his son, he like, oh, man, that's my dad. Ugh, that's my dad. So his head all the way messed up. So I'm going to just go ahead and let y'all know what happened to the son. For about 2 weeks, he was going to counseling because his head was screwed up. But he said to himself one night, like, you know what? I ain't going to be able to live with this. I'm just not. So he was contemplating on, y'all know what I mean. I can't say because YouTube algorithm gonna pick it up and they might block this video. But he was contemplating, taking himself out with the sheet. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So the next day, he called his mama and he told her like, hey, Ma, I got to talk to you. She like, what is it, son? He like, Ma, Big Red? She like, yeah, that's your father. He said, yeah, Ma, I know. Well, not only he was protecting me in here and keeping me safe, but Mom, I'm messed up. I'm like really messed up. And she like, what you mean you messed up? He like, Ma, I really don't want to tell you, but me and Red been messing around. And she like, what? What do you mean y'all was messing around? Red is gay? He like, Ma, just listen. I'm kind of really messed up inside about this, Ma, and I don't want to be here no more. And she was like, but listen, you only got a couple more years, man. You got a couple more years, man. Just hold on, just be strong. He like, nah, Ma, I ain't talking about being here in prison. Like, I don't want to be here on this earth. And she like, son, listen, whatever happened, we can get through it. We can get through this together. And he like, nah, Ma, I gotta go, Ma. I love you. So she like, son, no, come back. Don't get off the phone. No, don't hang up. Don't do nothing. He hang up the phone. So then he go back to his cell and he get this bed sheet. And well, y'all know exactly what happened. So just use y'all imagination. Y'all know what happened. So then when he actually did the deed, you got cats like, hey, Dep. Hey, man, this man trying to unalive himself. Hey. So when he tied it around his neck and he jumped off his rack, he was dangling a little bit, but then he came up out of it. He didn't put the knot tight enough. So then he came up out of it. And so the deputies run in there and they snatch him up out of there, put him on suicide watch. Now, that will be the last time that I will see that little dude, right? Now, Big Red, somehow, some way, Big Red, and I'm going to leave this article for y'all, okay? It's real important for y'all to click on this link that I put in the comment section or the description for the people that can't find it. I'm going to give y'all a link to who Big Red is. This is Big Red right here in the thumbnail. The face that y'all are seeing is Big Red. Now, Big Red, unbeknownst to everybody in the prison, was from the United Kingdom. Yeah, the UK. And Big Red got extradited. Yeah, he got extradited to the UK. And boy, oh boy. So Big Red was over there pimping before he got locked up. Yeah, he was a pimp out there in the UK. And guess what he was locked up for over there and got extradited for? Guess what it was? Big Red was spreading something. Yeah, Big Red was spreading something to women that you can't get rid of. You like, Donta, what the heck is you talking about? Oh, y'all want me to tell y'all what I'm talking about? Big Red was sentenced to 12 years at the age of 61 years old because he infected multiple women with something. Well, y'all just gonna have to read the article because YouTube gonna flag this video, so I can't say certain things. But yeah, Big Red was 61 years old, y'all, and he got sentenced to in the UK prisons for 12 years for spreading something. So he ain't getting out till he about 73 years old. Matter of fact, he might just succumb to what y'all gonna read when y'all click on the description what he got. But Big Red programming is crazy. It's crazy. Now, as I think about it, every dude that was in there messing with Big Red punks, that means they got it too. That means whatever Big Red, and y'all click on the link and y'all will see what he got. Whatever Big Red got, they got. And what they got, the boys got, the many men that was messing with them boys in there, they got it too. And here's the whole cold play about the whole setup. A lot of these men will get out of prison and get with women. And you see the cycle just keep going on. It just keep going on. Now I want y'all to look at the face of Red. Look at Big Red. Look at him. That man right there is what you would call a demon. Yeah, a demon. Imagine how many lives that he done affected. Just think about that. But then it's one of them things where the other people didn't have to indulge in these activities, right? They didn't have to sleep with them boys. But, hey, it is what it is, right? It is what it is. This is why I tell people, I know y'all don't like when I bring up the Bible, but hey, the wages of sin is death. God gave us these commandments and laws and regulations for a reason. Stop fornicating. Stop sleeping around. Stop being a whoremonger. Because this is the wages of sin is death. And, well, you out here sleeping with this person, that person. You see this beautiful woman at the club, not knowing her boyfriend just came from the penitentiary and he been messing with them boys. Matter of fact, he been messing with one of Big Red boys. And you see her looking all good and you end up taking her to the hotel. Now you got it. And then you trace the whole thing back from you messing with the girl at the club, the girl from the club messing with the dude from the penitentiary. The dude from the penitentiary was messing with Red boys, right? Red boys was messing around with Red. Red already had that gift that keep on giving from his chicks out there in the UK. And the chicks from the UK that he was pimping got it from whatever cats that they was messing with. You see how quickly that stuff spreads? But yeah, y'all keep on playing military mind games. Keep on playing games. It's like the hot potato. You keep on messing with these strange women and these strange people. You gonna get that hot potato. And when you get it, you got it. One of the things that's real crazy to me, y'all, let me know in the comment section if y'all think that people that knowingly spread certain things, should they get a life sentence in prison? Or what you think they should get? Because to me, that's like a death sentence right there. Hey, I'm Donta. If you enjoy my story time, y'all gonna love my movie that's coming out in October. But I need y'all help. I need y'all help to help me finance this movie. So if you can, put something in the PayPal or put something in the Cash App. And with that, y'all, let's get back to the story. Hey, I'm Donta. If you enjoyed this story time, make sure you hit that like button, share the video, and if you are not subscribed to the channel, make sure you subscribe. If you want me to promote your business or your social media channels, email me at TheDontaShow88@yahoo.com. I charge $50 per video. Don't forget, y'all, I go live every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time.